Hi everyone, I'm Sing Hao, the professor's assistant. So today is Thanksgiving, and we'll be talking a bit about what we're thankful for this year. Yeah. So, Professor, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful that I have helping me out in the academy, that we're able to do the academy. And I'm thankful that I have the community of people out there in the YouTube world who have followed me over I guess it's more than 20 years that I'm making videos. And I got this 100,000 subscriber thing a while back, and I should have said thank you at that time, I suppose, but my life this year has been caught up in my father's death and stuff like that, so I haven't sort of been on the ball. But yeah, I'm thankful that there are people who appreciate the knowledge that I'm out there to share. I'm happy that you're here to spend Thanksgiving with me. I'm thankful for Merlin. Thankful for lots of things.
So, how has your YouTube journey been so far, since you are one of the OG language YouTubers?
I'm an OG, yes. Yeah, I guess people like you grew up watching my videos, right?
Yeah.
I get that so many times from like polyglot conferences and people coming to the academy. It's like I grew up watching you. These people do consultations with me, and they say they've been watching me since they were, the little things. So it's very humbling and gratifying and satisfying, to know that without knowing or planning that this medium would have a lasting impact, to find that it really has, and that the stuff that knowledge that I tried to share, state that I had it 10, 15 years ago, is still out there making an impact on people's lives. So I think it's a really interesting testimony to just the development of a new medium beyond publication, beyond writing articles or publishing books or going to conferences, that this can be a real forum for sharing knowledge and having a real educational channel. It seems sort of swamped by commercialism and all these other channels and stuff that you get, but in and of itself, it's very gratifying. But honestly, I've found it very, very difficult to make videos. I've never been any good at it. I have no idea, still have no idea what I'm doing. I had no idea at the beginning. Initially, I never knew that it was possible to edit a video. It just didn't occur to me. So I'd start talking, and if I misspoke, and then I would get self-conscious and I'd misspeak again, it would take me hours to make a 7 or 8 minute video. Back then, at the beginning, you were limited to 10 minutes, and that was another thing. I didn't know that you could somehow paste videos together. So it's just something I kind of blundered into and been stumbling along, and always had a hard time editing and doing stuff. So again, I'm thankful to people for going for the content rather than the fancy packaging or the editing that probably should be done. But yeah, I've also found it it's hard to sustain. I go in stages. My life goes in stages. Things happen. So I know that you're sort of, the feeling is that you're supposed to build a loyal following. I have that. So again, thank you very much for this. But that people are waiting and expecting something every week, and you get in a pattern and you want to deliver on that, and then things happen and you fall out of that, and then you feel bad and you want to get started again, and I don't know, and just things happen in your life, and you turn around and a couple of years have gone by and you're out of the habit. So I guess I look at what I've done, and if I recall, I made videos 2006, 7, or 8 through about 2012, and I think I had a hiatus, and then I tried again, and I had another hiatus, and then started again. So I probably stopped and started about 3 or 4 times. I'm sorry if I disappointed people by doing that, and recognize that, again, if I'm glad that by making videos that share knowledge, that people value that and can listen to that, then I have to be more consistent about that, and I'd like to try to do that henceforth. But yeah, it's hard for me to just sit and talk into a camera, so I'm very glad that you're here asking me questions, so thanks for that.
Yeah. And I was wondering, especially since you said it was so hard at the beginning, so what was it that motivated you to want to do this and then to keep doing it for all this time?
I don't know. I don't know how or why that first occurred to me. I've got the camera on my phone on the camera tripod here. I just remember I had a tripod in on Cedar Street in Berkeley at the time. I had a tripod in front of me, and I just thought, I know what it was. I've been a professor my whole life. I'm used to lecturing. I like, giving talks. I like, delivering stuff like that. And I'd been bombed out of Lebanon, and we were in San Francisco, it was in California, and then I was at New College, and then that collapsed. And I don't think I had it, I just felt maybe I wanted to give a talk, and I didn't have anybody to give a talk to. And it just occurred to me, why don't I just, give a talk to the camera and see what that's like. And I think I tried that, and I thought, okay, well, I did that. Now, how would I have known about YouTube? I have no idea. Very interesting.
Huh. And did it take time before the channel really picked up traction?
I think at the time, it kind of went in conjunction with a pretty active language learners forum, how to learn any language.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think that's part of it too. Now I'm being grateful. That is, I think, because I was active in the forum before I was active in YouTube, and people suggested it to me. I think that's what it was. Right. People said you should do that. I think that was probably a large part of it. But there were like discussions about the videos, and so I think people who were on the forum watched that, and then they picked up. And as you say, I'm an OG. I was, I don't know when YouTube started, but I think I was one of the first, relatively speaking, first people on there, and so there weren't that many people watching. So I think I was always gratified by the number of people and responses that I got. But back then too, it seemed like ruder comments got through more frequently. Something has happened. That's another hard thing. Being on, I'm sorry, as what we call creators, it's to respond to all the the comments and stuff like that. But I am thankful if YouTube itself has stopped the ruder ones from getting through, because initially, people would write very, very mean and hateful things, and that's why I stopped sometimes, and said, I kind of want to pause, because people write really, really nasty things. There was no filter. So.
I see. And do you think making all these videos, has it changed your life in a meaningful way?
Yes, in that largely through them, I have had multiple occasions in my life when I've been in, just in walking, minding my business in some place in the world, some foreign city, some other city here, just, and people have come up to me and recognized me and known me for that and thanked me and said that they appreciated this. And, just knowing that I've had an impact on a positive impact on people's lives is very gratifying.
Wow. Now, I guess maybe any tips for people who are starting out, or, feeling self-conscious or worried about all the hate they might get?
Well, like I said, the hate it's been filtered to a large degree, it seems. But if you're lacking confidence, I mean, honestly, I don't know if my advice is for everybody, but if like people to whom I can give advice, if you have something to say, if you have something you want to share, it can be done. Don't lack self-confidence. Again, I'm technologically incompetent, and I've managed to do it. So. If you're younger than me and grew up with this sort of technology, it should be a lot easier. Just if you have solid content and you post it regularly, hopefully it will grow.
Okay, I think. Yeah, just thank you for making this channel and for, touching so many people's lives.
Okay, well, thank you for helping me ask these questions here and now with the Academy and everything, and for coming here and sharing Thanksgiving with us. And to close my videos, I'm going to try to say to people who are thankful for me making my videos, why not come and interact with me in my Academy? That's what we've set it up and are trying to do, so that people who think like us can get support. So we've got the standing offer, right? Anybody wants to come and do a trial class, you can just write to you, right?
Yeah.
Just write to Sheng Hao, and he'll give you a link, and you can come try a class and see what it's like. So thanks for listening.